Hi, I'm Kaya McLaren. I'm a writer and a teacher, and I've also had I've had a lot of experiences in life, and one of them was breast cancer. Um, Sometimes people ask me, what's a good gift to give my friend or family member who's going through cancer treatment or just, beginning that? So I've got some tips for you. Tip number one, unscented everything. Um, yeah, I just cannot emphasize this enough. So I'm a big fan of Dr. Bronner's unscented soap. I was able to handle lavender, but I think other people couldn't. It's really individual what smells or tastes horrible and what smells and tastes all right. For me, lavender was okay, but unscented was really great. My mom got me unscented lip balm. She actually got me unscented marijuana lip balm. But it was great. Like this hemp oil is, oh, it really helped because your lips get sore, your skin gets sore. Some sort of unscented oil, just massage oil, but make it pure, nothing with petroleum in it. Um, Coconut oil works. If it's raw coconut oil, it's going to smell like coconuts. That would be horrible. But if it's been processed, then it's great. I liked this one a lot. It was lavender, but it really soothed my skin. I appreciated it. Ginger chews. That's a good idea. Ooh, wait, let's talk about skin a little bit more. Unpetroleum jelly. Okay, so your chemo kills all of your quickly reproducing cells, and that's your cancer, but it's also some of your cells in your digestive system, including your mouth, all the way to the finish line. So for your mouth, do baking soda with salt. Salt will keep it from being completely gaggy. Rinses, and that really helps. And I found that baking soda baths were kind of nice too if they weren't too hot. So baking soda in a care package would be nice, but so is unpetroleum jelly. Keep this on your orifices. Keep this keep this on the orifices down south. It will really help your skin from getting irritated or as irritated as it would be. So a friend gave me ginger chews. For me, ginger was too harsh. I couldn't handle it, although in the beginning I could. Another friend just gave me hard candy because her friend had had a bad taste in her mouth during chemo. I didn't get that bad taste, but a lot of other people I know have and really appreciated peppermint or whatever. Depending on what kind of chemo you take, you'll be able to taste different things and not be able to taste other things. So I couldn't taste salt, but I could taste citrus. So I loved lemon everything. I loved lemon in my water. I loved lemon flavored everything. Anyway, which brings me to this. Empty. Swift's lemon raspberry sour drops marijuana. These were great. I can't even tell you, like, prior to cancer, I had never used marijuana, but there's a time and a place, and cancer is it. And because I'm in Washington State, it was available to me, and I'm so glad. I feel very strongly that weed should be available to anybody going through cancer. A friend gave me these really great suckers, and gosh, there was one night where I was really bottoming out. I mean, I was just crying and crying and crying. I didn't know if I could take more. And my mom suggested that I maybe have one of my suckers. So I had half of a sucker, and my stomach just went like, just relaxed. And I was able to eat lasagna and a salad. It was amazing. And I'll say this too, I didn't ever really feel high. I usually just took half the dose. So most of these edibles are a half a dose. So I just wanted 5 milligrams, not 10. Also very important to get indica and not sativa. Sativa will kind of make you that head high. I don't know, I haven't experienced it, to be honest. But indica just makes your muscles just relax. Indica was wonderful. It helped me sleep when I was anxious, and it helped my stomach relax. It helped me eat. Really, really was helpful. And because I had no experience with any of this prior to cancer, it was really comforting to have friends that were more experienced in it and brought me what I needed. It really meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to me when people gave me hats before I lost my hair so that I felt prepared. I was really, really scared to go bald and not have any hats. Now, hats are tricky. Like, this hat is an awesome hat. I think it's made by World's Softest Weekend or something like that. The cotton is exquisitely soft. When you're going through chemo, everything feels so scratchy. Things that used to feel soft feel scratchy. Things that used to feel normal feel intolerable. So this hat is great, and the shape is great. Like, it's nice and loose, really loose. It doesn't fall down over your eyes. It stays up, but it's not squeezing your head. When you lose your hair follicles die, and it's painful. It feels like your head is full of needles or nails, or it's slivers. It was really, really uncomfortable. And so having anything tight just wasn't going to work. But nice loose hats did. And when I lost my hair, my neck was really cold. So a really soft scarf is really nice. Now, one challenge is, I was still having to go to work so I could keep my insurance. And at work, I didn't want to look like I was going skiing. I wanted to look professional. So somebody gave me a brown, kind of a gray-brown hat that was a little bit like a beret. It was knitted. It didn't have a pom-pom. It was just classy. So hats that are classy and a neutral color that match your clothes are really, really nice. A lot of people made me really pretty hats, but they were full of colors and they didn't match anything. And I really didn't want to draw attention to the fact that I had to wear a hat. I didn't want people to notice my hat. I just wanted my head to stay warm. So I'd say understated hats are nice. Anything more I want to say about that? Fleece, like polar fleece, feels really good. A couple of my friends gave me this hat by North Face, and on the inside of it was the fleece that's sort of like a fuzzy blanket. And I would put this hat on and go, oh. like I enjoyed that hat way too much. It was so soft. And that was my outside hat. It had ear flaps. It was just, oh my gosh, I loved that hat. And it was all off-white, so it was neutral. It matched everything. It was understated. I appreciated that. It really meant a lot to me when my friends knitted me things, even when they didn't work, because I knew that each stitch had been a prayer for my health. And one of my friends made me this incredible, beautiful blanket, and it was soft and light enough. I don't know, it was just, I was really moved by all of the stitches in it. I still am. Yeah, it was nice to receive blankets, because I had always been a wool blanket kind of a girl, but wool blankets were too scratchy to be anywhere around me when I was going through all that. Soft things were nice. I was really lucky in that the hospital that I went to always supplied me with a blanket when I got chemo, but I don't know that every hospital does. So having a nice soft blanket that's easy to transport to and from the hospital, I think is a real lifesaver for some. Now, when you're getting chemo, you usually get a medicine to keep you from getting an allergic reaction. And some of them amp you up and some of them make you sleepy. So mine really made me want to fight people, and moms make her sleep. So like a soft silky eye shade could be nice. What else? I think that's all I can think of. It sure means a lot to have people make you food. When you don't want to eat, it's just so nice having help eating, because cooking is just too much. So even though I normally eat vegan, when I was going through chemo, I craved other foods. Like I wanted a chicken tater tot casserole and one of my coworkers made me a whole pan of it and it was wonderful. And I wanted mac and cheese and somebody made me a pan of that. Somebody made me this pesto bean Italian soup that was otherworldly. It was transcendent. It was so delicious. But again, what sounds good to one person may not sound good to somebody else. I really also appreciated, like I had a neighbor mow my lawn a little bit more than once a week, once every 5 days or so for months. And he took my garbage cans out to the curb and brought them back. And that meant so much to me. I mean, I didn't even have to ask. I didn't even know to ask. So that was beautiful. I think giving somebody lawn service, you know, if you're wanting to donate to help them keep their yard up while they're sick, that was a big relief to me. Another thing, you're not supposed to clean up pet waste when you're going through chemo because you just don't have enough of an immune system to handle the bacteria and other creepy stuff in pet waste. But I didn't feel comfortable asking for that help. I mean, that's a pretty big ask. So if you know somebody going through it and you don't mind cleaning up the dog poop in their yard, do it. Or if you don't mind cleaning up their cat box, do it. Maybe get 5 friends and each of you take a day and clean their cat box. It'd be nice to have somebody come help you clean your house once a week. What was tough is everything, all the smells were too much. So when it came to cleaning my house, I kind of had to decide, do I want to smell something now that's going to make me nauseous, or do I not want to smell that, take my chances, and maybe get really, really sick? So it would be nice to be able to just go outside and have somebody else clean it so that you don't have to smell those products. Get somebody some unscented laundry detergent because, man, that is the worst smell. I still hate that smell. Laundry detergent, dryer sheets, like no, no. That was horrible. So acts of service anyway go a long way. And you know what I really appreciated too? Cards in the mail. They were really uplifting, really encouraging. And I appreciated how they didn't ask me for anything back. You know, like a text or email, you sort of feel like you need to respond. And cards were just given so freely. So that was really nice. Anyway, whatever you can do to help your people who are going through it will be greatly appreciated. Just don't send them scented anything. Don't send them scented lotions, like not even natural ones that have a smell. Like you make sure that is pure and unscented. It was horrible to receive things that smelled and just made me feel so sick. So careful there because intention doesn't always equal impact, and you want your impact to be good. You know, a good uplifting book might be good. Initially, I couldn't read. I just couldn't focus. I couldn't concentrate, and I couldn't handle my own story, so I sure couldn't handle some imaginary person's problem, you know? But later, I really appreciated the book Joy for Beginners by Erica Bauermeister. It was a novel that started with one woman's victory party after her treatment is over. And that was a really uplifting story. It helped me imagine being on the other side of this experience. I think that will be really individual too. You know, different people have different capacity to think. Yeah, that's about all I can think of, but you know, just reaching out, expressing love, it goes a long way. Really, I had one friend who I didn't hear from the whole time, and he had been a good coworker, colleague, dear soul brother, and I was so hurt. And when it was all over, I went back to that town where I used to teach, and I happened to run into him, and he said, "Come with me." He took me into his classroom and he showed me this pile of cards, and he burst into tears and he said, I didn't know what to do because I couldn't fix it for you. And again, I would just say, don't try to fix it. You can't fix it. And it feels bad when people want to fix you. Just love them. Really, the only good things to say are, I love you and I'm here for you. That's all you need to say. I love you and I'm here for you. Okay, hang in there, and best wishes to your friend or family member. Best wishes to you if you're the one going through it. A lot of people make it. Just remember that. A lot of people make it. All right. Bye.